Here we go. We are back. Finally, Mr. ENORTAP. The hockey is back. ENORTAP is back. And the warm-up show is back. It's time for the NHL to drop the puck, honestly, at North America. Tonight, we have a 2-game. And we're going to starting to do our prediction of the age game for the year number 2 of the warm-up show. First of all, we want to welcome directly from Toronto, Ontario. Welcome back in the house for the second year with the Hockey Initialized Show. Mr. ENORTAP is in the house tonight. Back in the house, Mr. ENORTAP. Thanks for being a part of the show tonight. We have a couple of things to talk about. Of course, you're going to starting today to tell us a little bit the new rules, what we have. We'll talk about the gel. We're going to talk about the party bus at some point. And definitely we're going to welcome, first of all, the people in the house, Mr. ENORTAP. That's the most important.
That's amazing.
Because without them, this cannot existing, this show. And we want to welcome, first of all, the assistant moderator directly from Utah. He ready for starting his season tonight with the Los Angeles King. I'm talking about Mr. Ron King. 20 is in the house, Mr. ENORTAP.
Hey, Ron. How's it going, buddy?
From Finland, back in the house, Mr. Jarmo Virtanen. Thanks to be with us tonight.
Jarmo, welcome.
And we have Mr. Vinny James 007 is in the house tonight.
Welcome, Vinny.
Thanks to be a part of the us. We have a new people. Welcome aboard. Thanks to be with us tonight. Sylph, hey, Sylph, welcome aboard.
Sylph, welcome aboard.
Thanks to be with us. Glad to see you around. And we're going to put the email just so people figure out this one over there. And then Mr. ENORTAP, welcome. And Miss Kelly in the house tonight. Miss Kelly, thanks to be with
Kelly.
us.
Welcome him.
And we welcome him again. Great to see that everybody's welcome. The moderator, the Hockey National Show, Mr. Luciano, the trompette. GRAZIANO is in the house tonight, Mr. ENORTAP.
Luciano, welcome.
He is the man, honestly, about the trompette, He's always ready to rock and roll. It could be the morning, afternoon, evening. He got the phone call. He show up with the trompette. And, I don't know. You have a private driver yet. I don't know Roger drive him yet to go his events. He got I heard over 125 events per year to play the trumpet. One of them, he does a lot of wedding. That's what surprised me. And we want to be sure Roger is not in the wedding because it's called trash wedding. And we have to be very careful because Roger, the first thing he's going to do is in the direction of the food table. And that's the biggest problem with Roger. So put him in the car. We lock the door, the car to be sure he cannot get out. And then Luciano perform at the wedding.
Oh my goodness.
Just at the beginning. He's not there all night. It's just the beginning. It's a great reception where he welcomes everybody with a nice song of the trumpetist he play. And his experience make a big role of the wedding. Like I said, he is really in demand. But we invite people, if you want to have a trumpetist player at your wedding or any events you have, celebration of your son, Roger, he bring everything. You have the inflatable play game. Roger, he can be a mascot.
Parties,
we have all the things for them.
Yeah, for sure. And you know what? If Luciano lands in jail this year, he can entertain everybody.
But that's the direction we went. We try to bring some talent inside the jail. We know we are on renovation. We're almost there right now. He missed just a couple of things, but we'll be ready for the next couple of days. But Mr. Alan Vaillancourt is in the house, Mr. ENORTAP.
Hey, Alan. Welcome.
My biggest question for Alan would be, ENORTAP, his average on prediction, is it the same average he has on the bowling? We know he drives about 134, 136, so it will be interesting how he's going to do this year on the prediction, Mr. Alan, about this. Back and on the Crimson, a bad prediction, Jarmo. Yeah, absolutely right about this one over there. We appreciate a lot. Long time, watched first time, live coach. Thanks so much. Really kind of you. Welcome aboard. Thanks so much. And here we go. Nuno is at home fixing the bus. Yes, fixing the gel bug. Yep, you're absolutely right about this one over there. It's very soon. Here we go. Back in the house. Welcome back. Boy Lino.
Welcome.
Dido Boy Lino. It's a lot of, a great consonant, pronunciation. Welcome back. Dido Boy Lano. About this, talking about Boy Lano. Welcome back, Mr. The Double T. We call him the Double T, Mr. ENORTAP. Terry T. He's in the house.
Terry Titus. Welcome aboard.
Back for prediction, Mr. ENORTAP. He took the long summer. He did not show up during the summer. Do you know why?
Because the Tampa Bay
No.
Lightning lost?
He studied. He went to the course. Fantasy Hockey Draft, Hockey National Show 2.0. He passed last season. Now he's back with us. I'm talking about Brendan Whiteman is in the house. Wellman.
Braden.
Back again,
Freedom,
Brendan.
welcome.
Thanks to be a part.
That's amazing. Welcome.
Brendan was a really consistency with us during the show at 6 o'clock p.m. He gave us his prediction, everything on that. So glad to see him about this. And
Yeah.
he's back again. I'm talking about directly from Sarasota, number one fans of the Tampa Bay Lightning and the New York Jets. He was a part of the show many times. Mr. Eagle Frank 86 is in the house tonight.
Welcome, Eagle. The revenge tour. Oh, yes.
Yes,
We're
I
ready
can wait
tonight.
to see the Tampa Bay Lightning, Eagle. They are, and he start to have another turn, or turn for that franchise. The young player have to step up. Will be really interesting to follow the Tampa Bay Lightning for the upcoming year. And from the big fan of the New York Islanders, Mr. DHG.
THG.
Welcome back in the house.
Welcome, THG. Good to have you aboard.
Vinny, yes, we got your email about place, Mr. Vinny. So thanks so much. I appreciate that. And for the first time, he's going to participate at the warm-up show as his prediction. I can wait. He's directly a big fan of the Vegas Golden Knights. Sometimes we call him the game-winning goal hockey. Is a YouTube channel. You can follow him and subscribe. But most of the time, we'll remind him more like the Bobby Baguette Donuts back in the house. New franchise of the Grenier in New York, in Vegas. If you're interested to have a new franchise, you can contact Bobby. He's open up to have a new franchise around the North America and different states. So if you're looking to start another Tim Horton versus Baguette Donut store restaurant, you can check about this. Eagles, good luck tonight. Rangers fans should be a rematch. That's a great point,
Absolutely.
Eagle, about this one over there.
Be a
Great
great
to hear
game
you,
to
my
open
friend.
up the season.
Hopefully you're doing well, Eagle. Your family been good through the different, adversity with the Hurricane Ian. Hopefully you member of your family are doing well overall and not too much damage, Mr. Eagle. Tony back in the house tonight. Tony.
Welcome, Tony.
And directly from where he may be driving somewhere, I don't know, but we know he is back at Dixon Automobile Group. Welcome back.
Dixon, welcome.
The man of the formula. Don't be too hard on my friend in our tap tonight, coach. Not a problem. Never happen. Never happen. We are really be careful about this. And then Roger Delaney. Roger
the Master.
And we have Mr. Hunter. Right. Hunter, welcome aboard.
Welcome, Hunter.
Thanks for being a part of the show. And then we try to get, and we have from Eleanor, number of fans of Chicago Blackhawks. You understand, like the Montreal Canadian fan, it's going to be a long year. And he's back in the house, Mr. Nick. Welcome.
Welcome, Nick.
I didn't ask you, you live in Toronto, Mr. NORTAP?
Absolutely.
Yamo, only send the final score, nothing else. It's coming, Mr. Yamo. And from Texas, Mr. NORTAP, the man of the man, Joseph Laham. Thanks for being part of the show.
Hey, Joseph, welcome.
And, we always do a little bit survey. Every time we have a new guest at the show, like Sam yesterday, Dan Wallace, I can go with Trevor, I can go with Kevin Francis, Bill, everybody, right? And Sam said to me yesterday, they love it. He really enjoyed it. He said, look, your production of the show is pretty cool. And he said, they're great questions. I'm looking forward to come back together. And he invited me to join his show. It's called the Devil Bobcast or something like that. So we have a new friend in the family, Mr. NORTAP. Sam Ward did an amazing, great job with us. Talking about guests, we have a new guest coming in the next couple hours at 9 o'clock p.m. tonight. This will be interesting, too. A double show tonight, first of all. But
double
the 9
header.
to 10, we have Bill Mesler, ESPN broadcaster for the Philadelphia Flyers. And then we have Kevin Francis for the Ottawa Senator. We want to thank Kevin for all the connection he make for us to have new guests. And finally, at 10 o'clock p.m. For the double header, the house is full. Marco, ENORTAP, Michael, and Randy Walkman are going to join us for 11 question. Really specific. This is going to be only one time. and it will be interesting to see those answer. If you want to participate at those 11 questions, you have to email us at this email. We tell, hey, I want the 11 question. You're going to have to give us an answer before Friday at 7 o'clock p.m. and return that email. There's going to be an accumulation until July 1st, 2023. So, ENORTAP did the test. He really loved it. And if you want to have this, watch the show tonight, and your
It's a lot
answer
of
have to
fun.
be sent by email. Would be very interesting about that one over there. So,
And we'll explain the rules to that as well later tonight.
yep, exactly about this. John Gregor, back in the house. John Gregor.
Hey, John, how's it going?
That'd be great to have Randy Marlin at some point to come back, Randy. It would be great. And our top ad fan in Toronto, I love you, man. Bless you, my friend. Here we go. That's all
Hey,
about
it's the only
Adam.
way to be a Habs fan.
Limit of friends, okay. How long are you not able to acquire another player? 24 hours, King, or depends. I want to make another rules about this one over there. The
Correction.
player sometime is on the 2 days or 3 days of the waiver.
Waiver.
He put a date over there, and you click on it, and you can add right away. You're going to be on the loop of you on the who has the first choice, second choice, third choice. So you can do right away. Don't wait, and then you get the player if he's still available. And by the way, if you do fantasy hockey national show, don't forget the season start tonight. I know it started last week, but don't forget to start out your lineup. Coach, remember this after the show because I didn't do it yet. So
You
I
don't
need to
have
do.
enough on your mind.
Yeah, I tell the people, but I don't execute about this. Sylph said, I've been watching your show since a while, Coach. I can tell you you have a great project, especially one in the top is in the house. Here we go.
Oh, thank
Uh,
you. Thank you,
don't
sir.
forget to send the money back in our tap to Sylph for that information. But glad to see that, Mr. Sylph. Yeah, you're absolutely right,
That's
Mr.
amazing.
Inartap. He's the man of everything about this. Talking about the man, before we talk about the NHL news, maybe talk to us a little bit. The all the warm up show the prediction this season. We have a couple of new rules. After we said with the Deloitte Smith verification company, they bring all the rules, and this year they have some small rules we add or we subtract out the show.
Yeah, of course, Coach. It's exciting to start the predictions phase again. We get to talk about the games on an evening basis, and the best part is that not only are you and I giving our predictions, but of course, our entire Hockey Nation family gets an opportunity to participate with a variety of different consequences, whether you're at the top of the list or you're at the bottom. A couple differences this year, for sure. Like last year, we tried to include Monday to Friday and also the weekends, and we saw that the weekends, I guess a lot of people had things happening and they weren't as consistent in sending or putting in their predictions. So this year, we're just going to focus on Monday to Friday games, and all you have to do, you have the email right there, just below our names. Every day, send in your predictions on who will win the game and the score. So if that team does indeed win, you get a point. And if the exact score has to be the exact score comes through, you get a bonus point. The totals, please send those in as well, but it's not the end of the world if you don't for that, because we can just add them up based on your predictions and we'll get it that way. And if you get the exact total cumulative score for all the games that evening, which is harder to do when there's a lot of games, you get a bonus point there as well.
The only thing I
So
always
it's going to
said,
be a lot of fun.
yeah, the only thing I always said in our tab is last season we gave a winner of the closest of the score, like if you are
Yeah,
over. So if the total was 16, you said 17, you win. But not this year. You have to be exactly the number of the goals. So you get 16, in the final it was 16, you get an extra point. That's the only way you can get that one over there, right, Mr. Notap?
exactly. Exactly.
Then they have to send us an email. You don't have to send the email daily. You can set up your week Sunday and check all the
Yeah,
schedule of the week, and you can send it all together. We're going to calculate this now. Don't worry about this. It's going to be all good. but we want to be sure you understand. The only way you can participate is to send this by email, and that'll be the best way to do this. I think we're going to add one more thing, Mr. Natab, to be seen in the leaderboard. We're going to wrap at 2, Mr. Natab. Does it make fair?
2 days
Yeah.
of competition. Yeah.
Yes.
I would even probably say 3, but whatever you like. I would like to get that participation.
Yeah, the
from
leaderboard.
everybody.
Yeah, you can go at 3. Honestly, the leaderboard is to see
Yeah.
your name on the top. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's be fine.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what we
Sounds
got
good.
here on this one. We're going to welcome a couple of new people, Mr. Natap. Josino, welcome back, Mr. Slovakia. Love him, Mr. Natap already. King of Gamer, welcome back, by the way, King of Gamer. Thanks to be a part of the show tonight. You have a question. If you trade for a player, do you lose the point that you receive for the player you trade away? How does that work?
No, whatever points. I'm assuming you're talking about the ESPN fantasy hockey. Whatever points you've accumulated at that point, they still remain with you. You're just trading or waiving that player at that point. So
exactly,
whoever gets them fresh.
If you said like 3-2, do you have? Is it an overtime or not?
No. You can state it, but it doesn't make a difference if they win in regular time, overtime, a shootout. As long as it's 3-2, you get the point.
Yeah, absolutely about this one. Can we still do Saturday and Sunday if we like? No.
Sure, Kelly. No.
No.
If you like, I'll look at it if you want, but it won't count.
Yeah, you can send it, but we're not going to report anything the Monday. So that's other thing. So that's why I said no during the weekend, because we're not going to bring back the Monday. It's just like it's going to again, it's a fluctuation. One weekend we have 6 people, the next weekend we have 20 people. It was just not hard to follow. Kelly, it was too hard to follow everything, so we just appreciate Monday to Friday, and that's the right things to do. We want to everybody, because everybody's busy on the weekend. We are busy too, and we have new things happening with the Hockey Nation Live show. So, and I apologize, but I want to be sure we cover everybody Monday to Friday.
Perfect.
So if you're the jail the Friday, you're stuck there for 3 days. Mr. André Robert Drouin is in the house. Welcome aboard.
Bienvenue.
Eagle, what team did not make the playoff last year? They have a good shot to making the playoff. 3. They have a good shot to make the playoff.
That didn't make it last year. I would say Vegas, the Islanders, and Vancouver.
So pretty much it. I would say to you, I would take up Islanders. I would say Vegas and Vancouver on the Pacific are really the 2 teams. And I will put a little bit Ottawa, but not guarantee. That's a great question.
Sounds good. No faith this year in the Islanders.
Are you surprised that Mike Riley did not get claimed by anyone?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, he is an experienced defenseman that was doing a decent job, I thought, in Boston. So I'm a bit surprised.
I would say no to you, and the reason why, because the salary cap at the age he carried on at $3 million and a $4.5 million the following year. So to get that kind of defenseman as more like a third pairing mixed with a top 4, you have to give that kind of money, and everybody has not much money, and he's not a young player, he's a veteran player. I think people that the team does not want to have a national
player. He's in his 30s.
I can go with Nick Foligno, and I can get some other players was on the waiver, Mr. Nortap. So I just want to
that makes sense.
To sharing about this one there, because the salary cap, guys, it was really important at the trade yesterday, Monday, about this. Melissa, welcome aboard. Thanks to be a part of the show, Melissa. Can you respond to my email after the one show, Coach? If it's not today, Vinny is going to be later after that, because
Vinny, just
no, it's not about. He's talking about the other show, Mr. Vinny.
Oh, the, sorry, I thought it was for the predictions.
Yeah, no, it's not about this this warm-up show. What happened if
Okay.
a game is postponed? How would you adjust everything for ESPN? It's
Last year, I think if they were postponed, they were included with whoever you met up with down the road. But for that week, it wasn't part of the equation.
Yeah. So that's the only thing happened about King. So it's like a baseball fantasy. So if the game is canceled today and your lineup was appropriate with the player was involved, but the next time they play March 12th, you have to add those lineup properly when they add their game with other game on schedule that day. That was my same list from Eagle to ENORTAP. Here we go. Mindset. Time to ask questions, guys, because tonight we have not many games, so we want to go that direction with you guys. So that's the purpose of the shows, to helping you to have understand or to have bring some contents. Who won an arm wrestler, coach or ENORTAP? I don't know
Coach,
about this,
he
but
works out every day. Come on.
will be interesting about this. Kelly, here we go. Terry, do you finish Coke? I claim Beauvillier Saint is going to play on the top line. A great point, King, about this one over there. King's going to be active. Yamo, you have to be careful. King is on he's fire up everything about this one over there. We have Lessons Martin Chromiak. Here we go.
Welcome, Josino.
Chromiak, great hockey players. I don't know if he made the roster or not. I did not look that team yet. Maybe Ron can tell us what happening. King of Gamer, do you think Jim Rimmer will have a decent season?
It's going to be tough. The team is not so good, and even he'll get most of the games probably. It's going to be a long year.
RJ Calabro back in the house. Welcome back, RJ.
Hey, RJ.
Don't forget, guys, to click on the like. I have the Habs at 30 this year, Coach. Where do you see them, Mr. Nortap?
It's about right. I think last year they had 24. Am I right? Or
He
24
talked
wins?
possibly at the standing at the ranking at the standing at the end of the year.
I thought the points.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
My mistake. Yeah, 30th. I have them more around 28, 29, around there. But you're probably not off self, especially if our defense and goaltending doesn't develop at the rate that we're expecting it to.
You're absolutely right. 29, 30. You have a good year, 28. You have an amazing, great year is 27.
Mm-hmm.
And the beauty of this is they can be at 30. That's the best spot they can be.
Yeah.
Because
I think so too. That's a nice spot to be in.
You get a great hockey player. Like, better to 4 and 5.
Yes, I agree.
So, can we do the initial draft 23 tomorrow so I can see what we have? Luciano. So Nicholas is down at the Marlins. Leaf trade coming soon. He will involve Robinson and 2 other players. Just my prediction.
I don't think so, Luciano. I mean, I'm not going to discount it. Anything's possible, of course. But I think it was just for cap purposes that he got sent down to the Marlies so that they can make room for Malkin.
Tavares is back too.
And Tavares is going to be back. Otherwise, he would have Robertson would have been called up not for the first game but for the second. And because he unfortunately, because he's waiver exempt, was the easy person to send down. That's all that was about yesterday.
The only thing Luciano can think in that was is to get Chick run on that direction.
You see, I understand that, but had they kept Robertson and put Malkin on the waiver, he would have had to go through waivers, and I'm sure somebody would have taken him.
Yeah, absolutely right. Funny thing about the last fantasy, one Timo scored 5 goals, Vileo and Timo on the bench, so he did not get any point about this one over there. Yeah, by the way, we missed Vileo. Hopefully he's doing well. and we wish him to get back very soon. I hope that is a win and not the point. Randy, yeah, I understand Randy about this one over there. By the way, Randy, don't forget to join us tonight or at 10 o'clock Eastern Time. You guys, you'll be possibly, or you can follow the show, guys. And when they leave the building, you can sign up everybody after that. Does it make sense, Mr. Nostap?
Exactly.
So, because sometimes we go through a little bit longer, and with Kevin loves to talk. He brings some great nuggets, so it'll be interesting.
But
Bill is so good,
he's
guys. You're going to
interesting.
hear a lot about the Flyers for upcoming season. A lot of questions I asked him about the goaltender injury, the Tortorella, about this one over there. My tricky section. Sometimes you have to put some player on the bench, and my tricky section. Yeah, I'm sorry. Talk about this one over there.
Yes,
I look
yes.
at the Blackhawks. Never heard of the most of those players. Big name, Bass Prim, other maybe average. About this one over there. Yeah, don't expect too much, my friend. That would
Wait
be
a couple
not
more
much.
months.
Over under exact Montreal, we repeat the same point total at the last season. Over.
Over.
Sylvie's agree. Blackhawks said Coyotes are too bad. Vinny said over. That's a great question. Robinson was sent down for cap purpose. Great about this one of them. D'abord, Devoski draft initial top 10 draft Montreal Canadiens checklist for Mazar Devoski. You're absolutely right about this one. You said top 10. Didn't have a great World Junior Championship in August. I was a little bit disappointed about his performance, Mr. Nortap. But, he's doing well. I mean, like he's really considered a top 10 on this NHL draft. We'll see what he look like during the next one and the holidays 2023. But Devoski, of course, another Slovakia is going to be draft in NHL. Talking about him, I want to talk about the Finland player, Marco. You can, Yamo, you can tell me. I think Alunin or Alnunin or Alunin. I apologize, screw his name. He's doing well. He's only one, did not start the season very good, but now you have to consider him at your top 12 on your NHL draft or some at least top 15. But he's gaining more point the last couple of weeks, the last 2 weeks or whatever. So not that. Good. Tell us one also to the other Robinson.
Well, they could, but it would have to be through a trade.
Yeah. Renault put Devoski going top 5. He's on the conversation, Renault, but I don't think so. He will be there. But
I think right now he used to be around there, but I think right now he's in the top 10.
Yes, I agree with you. He dropped about 7 to 10, in my opinion. You have other players like Brendan Yager is there. You have to figure out Barlow now. You have to figure out Stroudman. You have so many good. Carlson, I think Carlson is going to be passed in front of him at some point.
I agree.
No Chromiak on the Kings roster, but Villardy, Clark have make opening nice roster. Villardy make it. You have had a great camo there, at least 4 goals. That's the last time I checked. Clark number 92, Mr. Nortap, about this one.
I was hoping Montreal could take Villardy off of the waivers, but nothing happened there.
Do you think Montreal should target a top goalie in 2020 draft? They signed to only target 7 rounds. Wouldn't it be nice to get a gap goalie? They will definitely look about this game. Now, then the next one, 2023, is the Czechia goaltender for the Lincoln or the Omaha Lancer. Now I will screw his last name, so I don't want to pronounce it very well. And is the number 1. He's a big 6'6". He's unbelievable. Right now, USHL, he changed the game, honestly. And he is right now considered at the second round for what we heard. So it'll be interesting to follow him.
Nice.
But that's the best goaltender right now on the NHL draft 2023. We have about 5 of them on the first 100 draft pick at this moment. But everything could change longer. I would not be surprised Montreal targeting one of them next year. So we know Montreal about 7 pick at the first 4 round or 5 round, depends. Renault, welcome back, by the way. Cody is better because minor, and Detroit is not in New York. So I would say to you, Cody is not better to Maurice Zader of the Detroit Red Wings, but Cody is better to Schneider of the New York Rangers. Schneider, when they played together at the Team Canada, Cody was a little bit already better. And on the flip side, I would say to you, uh, Maurice Zeller, guys, is the top five. He's going to be the top five best defenseman. Cody is not going to reach that level about that. That's not said he's not a good player. So I just said he's just not the same level like him for that
Yeah,
one.
it's a different, slightly higher tier.
I heard someone in Arizona has not done well getting top pick, Terry. I would like to hear a little bit more about this one over there. The Russell Chicago Blackhawks was not expect too much. Adam Berger is in the house.
Hey, Adam. Welcome.
Thanks to be a part of the show, Adam. And then we wish the best for your Golden Knights tonight.
Send in your
That's right.
predictions, Adam.
Yep. Renault said Tampa Bay and Vegas win tonight. That's awesome.
Send
Renault.
in your prediction, Renault. Send it in.
Yeah,
with the
you have this
scores.
email behind this new name. It's going to disappear very soon. Send us an email, Renault, hnlswarmup@gmail.com. We're going to start, guys, your prediction, and then 2 minutes at 6:40. We're going to give you those predictions. Where do you guys see Montreal defense in 3 years?
Ooh, in 3 years. You know what? They've got a great core of players, good size. They can skate. I really like what they have. I just think that they're missing a true number one that can develop and quarterback the power play and really be the quarterback for the team. But I'd say they're in 3 years they could possibly be in the top 10 in terms of a defensive core.
So I will give you one UFA defenseman or a trade for a
Yeah.
defenseman top at the top. That's one.
Yeah.
The only core we have right now on the veterans, Mike Madison, that two.
Yeah.
The only prospect guarantee is Caden Coley. That's three. That's it. Nothing else. The rest, you don't know yet. Harbour, Harris, Lane Hudson, Logan Mayu. They are my top five. And Justin Barron. When I said that, we
Barron.
don't know the development for today until the next three. But this is the core of the Montreal Canadiens, what they have. That's not including Adam Engstrom and Sweden, Norlander. I can go the list all the way. But that's what I believe is going to be in the next 3 years, Mr. Nata.
Yeah, definitely. It's all about development, and we're seeing good things so far from all of them. Of course, right now some of them need that time, but we're talking anywhere between 18 to 20 years of age. That's where the core is right now for Montreal. So it takes time.
Mike Madison hurt. Yes, he is, Renault.
Day to day.
He's on a treatment day to day, but did not skate. That's not a good sign for him. 50-50 for the game opener. I did not hear anything, Mr. Notap. Maybe you can, if you hear something else.
I didn't hear anything different either.
All right. Mr. Deal. But we have the real deal. Is Prim is in the house.
Hey, Real, welcome aboard.
The Lancer goalie is a new ASEC. The projection to set ASEC, I'm not sure, but the projection to call him like a great goaltender, start at number one. A lot of people compare him as the same equal like Spencer Knight when he played in the USHL. So to give you an idea about this goaltender, Renault, what he can become. Rick Can is in the house. Welcome back.
Hey, Rick, welcome.
I look in a jersey, but he learned to be out to take. I don't know what you're talking about. Rick, you want the lottery? Here we go. I try to get, if we have something else, Mr. Nota, before we move on about this one. Philippe Mazar, Martin, Zemo Pelfi. Yep, that's right. A question for him. How do you teach the big guy 6'5" how to improve the skating to above average? It's just like exactly, King, I would say to you, the best way is about the one you walk and then you run and then you start at a young age. It's the same thing. So the difficulty we get, I did so many times. The kid is 12 years old and then you see him 6 months later, now he got 6 inches. The guy completely completely cannot skate anymore. His stride is push, everything like that. And when you want to figure out is work with the shoulder, your hip, and your knee and your middle of your foot for when you want to teaching the stride. And then you have to get everybody have their knee in, knee out, the cowboy style, what I mean, when you walk, and then you have the foot, the flat foot, then you have the inside foot, you have the outside foot. I'm just talking about the physicality or the physical of the players without him skating yet. So when you do this, then you have to readjust with the players. So when we make really deep power skating with the player, we have to consider those kind of situations with the players because the guy walk like a cowboy, but he don't have the kind of same stride with a guy with just the knee or in. So you try to push the knee out with the strength exercise or anything like that. So the guy is 6'5", 6'6", he does the same thing. It's not one, if he grow properly, it's fine. It's a guy jumping. Now, why 6'6", a more difficult time versus a 5, 10, or 6 foot? It's usually at two reasons. It's the gravity of the players. When I talk about gravity, that's some kind of the size, the player go a little bit lower. We drop down and the player is doing, so the strike is not the same way. And then we do all those kind of video for when you're watching the player skating, but that's where you get a result about the player. You try to modify that one over there. So that's the best way, I guess, to describe how you can helping a guy 6'6".
I'm glad I'm not 6'6".
But it's not my case. Never been that way. The driver, the hockey warm-up show
The
is back in the
Roger.
house. Is right now fixed the last part of the bus and the team SWAT, and I can go all the women on our tap. So Roger is going back. Michael is back in the house. What is appointed? And Jose
Hey,
McCann,
Michael.
but J.K. Egolit looking great. You're absolutely right about this one over there.
I
Will
wouldn't say
Mayo be bigger
disappointed.
to
He just has to
Baron?
improve.
Sorry about that, and I'll tap. What you said?
No, no, I just said I don't know if I would say I was disappointed with Barron. I think he still has the tools. He just needs the confidence, and
Yep.
and so it'll do him well to go down and then come up later on or next year.
Will Mayo be greater at Baron? The time will tell us. The
Different
problem
kind
with
of
Mayo did not
player.
be on the ice for the last 18 months.
Yeah.
So that would be the best thing about this one over there. How come Florida did not send Eric Sal to American and count him up? Can we need a player they can want to keep up and it could because of cap? No, not allowed, Terry. It's all about because the player does not want to report at this age at the American Hockey League. So it's not the Panthers and it's the players. With the money he make, he preferred to stay in Minnesota with his family at play in the by bus and traveling around that way, Terry. That would be the best way I can describe you about this one over there. Mayu is the new Shelton story. It's
Interesting. Interesting.
not a bad case. Mezal,
Yeah.
the new Mike Camarelli. Do you
I
know
think he's
players
got more
called
talent.
Nico Antanen play on the Everett Park during player now finish league very well the rookie of the year? Do you think Philippe Mezal would be part of the AB top six score for the next generation of the AB players? We don't know yet because you never know who they draft after a year. Like you tell me, like Gianni Frey brother is going to be part of the core 2 years ago. I say yes. Now he's not, and you never know what could happen. Meza will be interesting. The cut of the Laval Rockets coming the next couple of days. He's a part of the 17th forward over there. And it will be interesting. They're going to cut him or not. Is the easy target to get cut because he can return a WHL and keep a veterans inside the team. So it'll be interesting to see. That's very well overall with the Laval Rocket mission attack. And that's happening here. And we apologize, guys. We have to go for the prediction of the night. We
That's
appreciate
why we're
everybody
here.
on that one over there because that's the purpose of the show, Mr. Tap. Tonight we have two first game in the North America, and the Ranger. We know San Jose and Nashville plays on the weekend. Double W for the Nashville Predator. The New York Rangers, Mr. Tap versus the Tampa Bay Lightning. This game is at the Madison Square Garden. We expect Vasilevsky versus Chostakin. Of course, they are 0-0-0. We would like to hear you a little bit in 35 seconds, 1 minute. What do you think about this game?
Well, I mean, the Rangers, they're going to begin, obviously, start their season, open it up against the team that kept them from competing for the Stanley Cup a year ago, namely the Tampa Bay Lightning. And I would call this a near pick'em matchup between these two. I think there's got to be a little bit more revenge factor with the Rangers. They're at home. I think that they're going to come out solid tonight, but Tampa Bay is no pushover, as we all know. They'll be able to compete. I think the keys to success will be for Tampa to sort of get a strong start. It seems to be the thing that always hurts the Rangers, trying to come back in from games if they don't get the quick early go. Um, and the keys for the Rangers, I would almost say the same thing. They have to get an early lead. They have to make sure that they don't allow more than 2 goals, because that seems to be. I saw a statistic about Shesterkin, and if he allows 2 or less goals, the Rangers had a phenomenally low losing record last year anyway. So I anticipate that to continue. So I think this will be very, very close. I'm going to take the home team here, the Rangers, to win it 3-2.
Sorry about that, Mr. Notap, because the people sent us some.
Send it to the email, please.
Yeah. So, guys, if you want to participate for the prediction this year, this is the email you have to send to us. So every night, the day before, anytime, you can send us your score right there. You can put a chat if you don't want to participate to the leaderboard, everything like that. But this is the email you have to send your the score. HNLS warm up at gmail.com. I know Dixon, Renault, Eagle gave us your score. And I understand, it's I know another thing to do. But honestly, you copy the email and you can send it by your phone and you check how many games they
Yeah.
have. It's very easier to do that. And that would be the best way to us to calculate your score, and you can be the winner the next day. That. So I just want to sharing this, Mr. Nata. I apologize.
Thank you.
I know
No,
you gave
that's
us your
makes sense.
score, and you said
3-2.
3-2 for the New York Rangers, right?
Yes, correct.
So for that game, I would say to you, look, it's the beginning of the season. Everybody is excited. I still have some problem with the Rangers on the right side, and I have still problem with the top 9 of the Tampa Bay Lightning. So it would be a really interesting game for me. Because the game is at the Madison Square Garden, I think the Rangers going to step up a little bit more. But unfortunately, you missed the empty net of the Zibanejad. You didn't see this coming. And at 19-17 seconds at the third period, and that way the Rangers going to beat the Tampa Bay Lightning tonight by the score of 4-2.
Awesome. Great.
So that'd be great about this. Thanks, Yamo, to
Okay.
remind everybody to send an email. That'd be great. Eagle, Renault, I would love to have you guys part of the show for that one. About this, Jody So talk about Simon Nemec. Nemec make a team for the New York Jersey about that one. So they're great here about this. And Mr. Nata, we have game number 2 tonight. This game late at the West Coast is going to be between the Los Angeles King and the Vegas Golden Knight. And we know King have a really great year last season. On the flip side, the Vegas didn't have a great year. We know what's going on with the Los Angeles King, not the King, but the Vegas, the goaltending situation. They signed Nick Hogg yesterday for a 3-year contract at 2.294 AAV per year. A really strange contract, by the way, Mr. Notap. If you look about what he got like
Yeah.
and I can understand, but he got like 2 points something at the beginning, 1.8 the second year, and higher
It's for the
at the
cap.
third year. And the reason why, because when he become an RFA, he can get more money for the next
That's right.
contract. So that's a good thing about this. Vegas add Phil Kessel inside that team for the upcoming season. We know Jake Eichel. Mike Stone look like he's great, ready to rock and roll. We know who they are. On the flip side, for me, the Los Angeles King, this is the welcome, Mr. Kevin Fiala for that team. They have Clark make the team, Villardi make the team, and the strange thing is going to see the goaltending situation with Peterson. If he can start his first year of his contract at $5.5 million, I can make, if I can record it properly. And that's what happened at this game for me.
Yeah, well, we're seeing the Bruce Cassidy era for Las Vegas hockey, which begins tonight, Coach, in LA. He's actually gone on record to say that he's glad that he's opening up on the road against a team that he figures will be a nemesis for them, and in order to get into that wild card position or even higher. Look, last year we know what the story is. Like we can say many different things about Vegas, but the bottom line is they had a lot of injuries. They had one of those years where there was some internal conflict. I think even with the coaching staff to some degree, at least between Leonard, anyways. Leonard's not there anymore, so they're putting a lot of faith in their two goaltenders in Thompson and Brosant. That's my only concern with them. I think they're solid defensively. The key for Vegas is, can Stone stay healthy, and Eichel has to have, I'd say, an 85 to 90 point season for Vegas to really be successful. On the flip side, I think LA, against many people's predictions last year, maintained their standing all year long. They had some injuries as well, but for the most part, they were a team that uh, competed in every single game and usually came out on top. They had good goaltending from Quick, not as great from Peterson, uh, but I anticipate they'll still be a strong team. I anticipate also a little bit of regression in LA this year, but I think Vegas will also improve. So for tonight, the key thing that sort of swayed my mind, because I was thinking of taking LA initially, but then I saw one stat that Vegas apparently is 8-4 against LA in their last 12 games. And so I thought, okay, you know what? Let me go against the home team here. I'm going to take Vegas to win this game by a score of 4-2.
42, Mr. Vegas, tonight for Mr. Tap. First of all, we welcome Pierre Martin. Thanks to be a part of the show. Don't forget, guys, to click on the like. That'd be great. And Roger, the best way, if you can do that, just send me a text, Roger, and we're going to helping you about this one with there, Roger. So text
Or
me.
send it to Danny.
Yeah, but don't trust Danny. So when I was said to you, Roger, ask Danny my phone number, and then after that, send it a text, Danny. Roger, I would take care about you. That's not a problem about this one over there. So I know, Roger, you're busy with driving everybody at the Alcatraz, so we can understand your situation about that. But Mr. Nortap, I go to underway. I think the Kings going to go there with a W of 5-3 again. The Vegas Golden Knight. We're going to see a good performance already. The Fiat a 2-point game tonight. Dano have a 1 point, and Capital another night of 2 point. And Drew Doughty is going to show already his presence with the Kings with a great performance of only 2 point. And that W going to be great for the Los Angeles Kings over the Vegas. That gave me, Mr. Nata, for tonight, if you calculate my both game together, it's 6 plus 8 is 14.
14.
If I go with you, it's a total of 11. This is the
11.
total goal, guys, of the night for both teams, for me and Mr. Nata.
And remember, this year, the exact score has to be exactly that. It has to be right on. Last year, it was whoever came closest, but this year it has to be exact to get that bonus point.
Yeah, absolutely about this, Mr. Natap. So look, this I think is pretty good. And guys, we want to remind everybody, this is the email you have to send us. I know it would take a couple of time, and I understand that. And I understand some of you was easier to go on the precision here. It's just we try to, the channel is growing so much. My time is limited whatsoever. And Natap is going to take care about the leaderboard. So if you have a mistake, you have to point now in our tap. He make the mistake, Kelly. So check Kelly in our tap.
I keep all the receipts.
Every time, Kelly, check in our tap. I would suggest you do not put me my name anymore on that. Coach, you make another mistake. Are you sure I'm not 5-2 tonight? We love you, Kelly, anyway. So, guys,
Yes,
tonight
we
we have
do.
a double header. Start at 9 o'clock p.m. Please join us if you have any question about the Senator, about the Flowers. But Bill is connect with every team in NHL. So, it'll be great to have you guys to talk with Bill for the Flowers, ESPN. He's really plugged. He interviewed players. He's really one of the best guests going to get so far. And then after that, the hockey family, the Hockey National Show family are back together. This is the first time we're going to have Marco, ENORTAP, Michael, Randy Walkman all together. It's about different prediction for the upcoming year, reviewing a little bit what we expect, and then at the end we make 11 questions, guys. If you want to have those 11 questions, send an email. At this email, you can see on the graphic. We can respond to you, and that will be honestly what we have to go on the program. And then tomorrow morning, 11 o'clock, we are back with the morning show, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and start tomorrow. Michael Devino is going to run that show in the morning, and possibly sometime me, possibly I'm not going to be there. It's 11 o'clock, it's not 12 o'clock. Why? Because first of all, we it's better for our time for Michael early in the morning on the West Coast, and for me, honestly, I can possibly do some time at 10 o'clock p.m. So that will helping me a little bit more. So I just want to tell you why the reason we do this, and again, why Monday, Friday, Wednesday, Friday, because the preview of the weekend, the review of the weekend, and the Wednesday is going to be more about the around the league with different news, everything like that. So more for you to have a Q&A. So I just want to share it with you. There's still the show morning, night, 6 o'clock p.m., warm-up show, 6 p.m., Monday to Friday. And then we have the night, we have the description, Montreal Canadian, and other team going to follow during the year, start usually at 7 o'clock p.m. Or if you have no game, we do 9 o'clock p.m. Most of the time, 7 days per week. So that's pretty much what we have to year number 3, Mr. Nortap. Give us a bit what your expectation, like you do at the end of the show, Mr. Nortap, for the game tonight, sir.
Well, I'm really looking forward to that Ranger Tampa game to open off the season. What a way to open up the season between those two. I'm sure there'll be a little bit of everything involved in that game, and the least of which would be great goaltending. You're probably talking about the two best goalies in the league going head to head tonight. So it promises to be a great game, as does the Vegas LA game as well. So stay tuned. We're pumped for this year on the warm-up show. Don't forget to send in your predictions at that email address right there, and do it as soon as you can, okay?
That'd
Thank
be
you.
great, Mr. Natal. I want to, before we leave, I want to answer to TH. Today we did a preview Metropolitan Division a couple of days ago. We talked a little bit about the Islanders, but unfortunately, we don't have anybody for the guest as the Islanders particular at this moment to join us. I'm joining a guy for the Islanders on his podcast the next couple of days, but I don't have anybody. If he's coming to mine, I will definitely let you know about this, but definitely we're going to try to talk about the Islanders for sure, Mr. Nortap. That'd be awesome. Mr. Nortap, episode number 5 is done. Episode number 1 of the prediction is done. I think it was a really great overall, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow night, Mr. Nortap. And of course, we want to thank everybody to be a part of the show. This is happening every single night, guys, Monday to Friday, 6 o'clock p.m. Mr. Nortap bring is what? Greatness.
Awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember,
Right there.
you have
Right there.
greatness inside of you.
Here we go, Mr. Nortap. What a show. What a first start of the game. Hockey is back, Mr. Nortap. Whatever you are in Thailand and Canada and USA and Nicaragua or in Africa.
Finland.
One thing is that we love to talk about hockey, Mr. Nortap. That's the purpose of this show. We want to thank everybody in the chat to be a part tonight. I can wait to see you until the next time. 9 o'clock p.m. Join us. A very important show tonight. Double header, we call like a baseball, Mr. Nortap. I can wait to see you tonight. Until the next time, we want to remind everybody, be well, be healthy. Find a way not only dominate your day, but find a way to dominate the second half of what, Mr. ENORTAP?
2022.
He did it again, Mr. Have an amazing, great night, everybody. Thank you, Mr. ENORTAP.
Good night, everyone. Good luck.
Hey, Mark, back in the house. Mr. Mark, thanks for being a part of the show, Mark. Again, have a great one, Joseph. I will send an email with 2 people. Upset the guy. It would be great to see that. TH, I will awesome. KD, Toronto real and time, and Colorado real time. Thanks so much for your information. Don't forget to click on the likes. That'd be great. Have an amazing, great night. Pierre Martin, everybody else. See you next time. We want to thank all the moderators, the Hockey National Show inside the show tonight. You are really important people, and we appreciate RJ Calabro, Yamo Vertanen with all the update about the goaltender. Continue to do a great job, Yamo, and the insider and the contributor of the Hockey National Show. Thanks so much to be a part of the warm-up show.